Hello, my name is Par. It is April 3rd, 2023. It is 10:55 p.m., and today I shall be reading to you The Loud House Revamped by James Dean 5842. This is a part of a series that I shall never continue and never even wanted to start. Today I shall be reading Chapter 2054, Ridonculous Race 2023, Part 9, Madagascar. The Loud House Revamped, I would like to remind everyone, is currently the longest piece of literature ever. That's it. Now I shall begin. In the digital world was Nico, the Ripping Friends, Ellie Singh, Evelyn Birmingham, Jen Tennyson, Eddie, Yugi, Taya, Jaden, Jesse Anderson, Alan by Beardsley Knudsen, the Hernandez sisters, Yost Magma, Rin Nahara, Waz by Xia, Sabrina Lorelei, the Despair from the Dark Jeans Slammer, Albedo, the 1983 D&D gang, Arena Krafla, the Granity Gene Slammer, Cora Lexington, Olivia Hu, Natasha Merikova, Lalani Nathanvong, the Vorash Gene Slammer, Brinja, Sissy Delmas, Anna Anayova, the Destiny Hero Dark Angel, Gene Slammer, Daring Do, Lizzie Strong, the Great Blue Windrunner Gene Slammer, Aman Reynolds, the Living Tsunami Gene Slammer, Wending Saphira, Reggie Hijor Fistrati, the Five-Headed Dragon Gene Slammer, Zin, Miku Yuki, Granity, Rei Miyamoto, Saya Takagi, Seiko Bushima, Shizuka Marimoto, Ibuki Riders, Kabuto Riders, Deno, Kiva, Decade, W, Triple O, Fours, Wizard Riders, Blade Riders, Phase Riders, Game Riders, Drime Riders, Ghost Riders, X-Aid Riders, Build Riders, ZO Riders, 01 Riders, Saber Riders, Granity, Samurai Jack, Ashi and her sisters, Changeman, Jetman, Dai Rangers, Zenkai Rangers, Chloe Bourgeot, Shannon, Read Aloud, The Goths of Darkness, Zarya Moonwolf, Applejack. 1 sec, I need a drink of water. Let me find my place. Applejack, Apple Bloom, Twilight Sparkle and Friends, Sunny Star Scout, Izzy Moonbow, Hitch Trailblazer, Pip Petals, Zip Storm, Misty Bright Dawn, Rachel Staveport, Kate Lloyd, Carol Pusateri, Haley Helios, Kia, Jenna, Lena, May, Maria, Danica Metrois, Carla of the Vast, Vary, Sakura Valencia, Xena the Xeners, Xena the Zernus, Bava Radha Krishan, the Zernus Gene Slammer, Bridget, Eli, me, as in James Dean, 5842. Sakura Knudsen, Arietti, Aileen Carter, Gabriel, Littlefoot and Friends, Foo, Nicole Knudsen, Spider-Man, but not the actual Spider-Man, because the actual Spider-Man is spelled with a little hyphen in it. Kenya Tsutsumi, Nick Logan, Shalane Blaze, Kami, Karoku Owata, Himiko, Ibarra, Toru, Sirius, Suyu, Ochako, Luz, Amity, Gus, Willow, Hunter, Felicia Wittebane, Carly Atlas, Misty Treadwell, Zuria, Tony Jones, Eden, Strag, Momo, Girl Jordan, Leli, Sora Faze, with two A's, Venus, Earth, Vinyl Scratch, Arizor, Rhinox, Cheetor, Rattrap, Tigatron, Janine Aran, Lincoln, Lenny, Laney, Lana, Lola, Lisa, and Lily, along with Felix Faust, Ozzy Ostrich, Evil Discord, Duo, Gra Dogger, and Gekor, along with Ingrid, Jinx, Cody, Talia al Ghul, Black Cat, and Kaya, One Piece. And we were there for an awesome rescue. We got word that the young version of Matt, Joe, TK, and Ty need our help for something at a restaurant run by Digitamamon and Vegemon. Me, as in James Dean 5842. I think I remember Joe and Matt telling us about this restaurant before. It makes good food, but the service stinks because of Vegemon and Digitamamon. Xena, I think so too. Jin, man, those two were jerks from what I heard. Nico, they were, but I have a feeling that Digitamamon is not like the one that was redeemed. Eli, I feel that too. Cammy, oh boy. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Well, I have a really nasty surprise in store for him, and it's not going to be pretty. Veri, I have a feeling it will be good. Nico, Ingrid, I want to thank you, Felix, Faust, and our teams for coming. Ingrid, no problem, Nico, even though I'm always with you for this. This is going to be fun. Xena, it sure will be. Jinx, this is going to be awesome and cool. Nico, Jinx, are you glad your fellow Hive members are in the Masters of Evil? Jinx, I sure am, and it's so cool. Brother Blood may be gone, but his influence really hurt. Me, as in James Dean 5482. It hurt everyone. His psychic power was dangerous. Xena, yeah. Lola, but if he comes back, he is definitely getting the Black Gates. Jin, that's for sure. May, yeah, he deserves it. What he did was just pure evil. Zox, I think it's the only thing, that wrestling star guy, that needs an arch enemy. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Yes, that's right. Nico, we'll think of something for him. Lola, yeah, we sure will. Nico, yep. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Yesterday's challenge in Venezuela was great. Nico, it sure was. Lola, yeah. Nico, we found another treasure for one of my old friends who only joined us yesterday. Me, as in James Dean 5842. That's true, and it was awesome. Nico, and that joke you told the Nugo and his friends was really funny, JD. Me, as in James Dean 5842. In parentheses, laughs. That was funny. They always get a kick out of my Lyle insults. Quinn, laughs in parentheses. That was funny. Nico, yeah, that was awesome. Maria, damn, I can never get enough of that. Nico, laughs in parentheses. That was awesome! Exclamation point. Quinn, laughs in parentheses. That was funny as all get out. Lola, yeah, it sure was! Exclamation point. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Yeah. Nico, and we fought Menino. Me, as in James Dean 5842. And he is a great cook. Loved all our food. Quinn, he sure did. Remy Ratatouille is always awesome. Laney, it sure is. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Boy, I love it, but it sure goes through me like a lead weight. Sorry. Nico, no worries. I know the feeling. Jin, Mary makes just an as awesome a batch of food too. Lola, so does Connie. Her burgers are delicious. Nico, yep. Lana, I'll say, many of us are good chefs. Nico, yep. Me, as in James Dean 5842. I love awesome food made by our awesome chefs. Lincoln, that means a lot to Dad. Nico, I called Taro and the Kaito clone to join us for today. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Awesome. They must be the usual battles for today. Quinn, yes, it'll be awesome having them help us as guests. Xena, yep. Lola, it sure will. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Wait, look there. We saw a figure on the ground and it was Mimi and Palmon was by her! Exclamation point. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Oh no. We went over to her. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Mimi. Nico. Mimi. We turned her over and we gasped, seeing a nasty bruise on her head, and she had a nasty black eye, and Palmon was crying. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Oh my god! Exclamation point. Eli, parentheses, whistles, nice shiner. Quinn, boy, something really hit her. Very looked her over. Very. She will be okay. She has a slight concussion, but she will be okay. Very put some bandages on her heads and gave her some ice. Mimi Tachikawa, parentheses, groans. Guys, me, as in James Dean 5869. Mimi, are you alright? Question mark. Mimi Tachikawa, my head hurts really bad. Me, as in James Dean 5842. You took a nasty hit in the eye, and on your head. I put her on my back, and we arrived at the restaurant. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Nice place. We saw Gazimon, Pagumon, and many kinds of Digimon. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Wow, this looks like a nice restaurant. We sat down. May, parentheses, sees me drinking beer. Nico, what are you doing? Nico, I'm getting drunk. Nothing ruins bad business like a drunk person. Maria, don't you do that. I'm just going to be a bad customer. I put Mimi in a chair, and she had a block of ice on her head. Me, as in James Dean 5842. Easy, Mimi. James Dean 5842. Oh boy, this is not going to be convincing. This is not going to be a good thing. Me. I guess not, as in James Dean 5842. Let's make this convincing. I snapped my fingers, and Nico, May, and Maria were dressed up in a badass biker gang clothes. In parentheses, Bad to the Bone by George Thorgood plays. Nico, thanks JD, awesome. May, yeah, me, no longer referring to James Dean 5842. Parentheses, winks. Maria, yo, who's ever in charge of this restaurant, get us some food. Vegemon then came. Vegemon, all right. Exclamation point, what will you guys have? Question mark. They put their feet on the table. Vegemon, hey, exclamation point, put your feet off the table. Maria, fuck no, you guys are bad restaurant owners. We're gonna be bad customers. Burps in parentheses. Yeah. May, yeah, so make like a rocket and give us some food, asshole. Exclamation point. In parentheses, in all caps, belches. Me. Like you, May? Question mark. I gave her a peppermint stick and she puffed it and winked at me. Nico was now completely drunk. Nico, parentheses, slurred speech, parentheses, to Vegemon. This food sucks! Exclamation point. It couldn't fill me up even if I was laughing my ass off, and you couldn't make me do it. Huh? Question mark. Come on, Skinny, fill me up. Pow! Exclamation point. Nico then punched Vegemon and he crashed into the wall, into the kitchen. Nico, I just want to say that I'm about to fuck around with some stupid morons. I am so freaking wasted. Maria, keep up the drunk talk, Nico! Exclamation point. Nico, yeah, hey buddy, I'll have a triple cheeseburger and a large fries. And do you sell pants? Question mark. Quinn, geez, Nico. Vegemon came back and roared, and Nico fell onto him and smashed him. Quinn, ouch. Me. Okay, Nico, I think you've had enough. We got a rescue to do. I snapped my fingers and he was back to normal. Nico, whoan. Whoa. In parentheses, in all caps, groans. What a headache. Maria. And no Digitamamon yet! Exclamation point. Me. No, but he will be here. Nico. Yeah. The customers left and grumbled, and they said they were never eating at the restaurant again. Quinn. Good. Me, our plan worked. Nico, yep. Vegemon, oh no! Exclamation point, I'm getting the boss! Exclamation point. I fired a blast of fire and blasted him on his butt and burned him and he ran around like a chicken with his head cut off. Me, I guess again referring to James Dean 5482, 5842. Now let's take this outside, guys. We saw Matt, Joe, Ty, and TK too. Young Joe, thanks guys! Exclamation point. Vegemon, hey! Exclamation point. You get back in the kitchen and work! Exclamation point. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Consider this his resignation! Exclamation point. Crow! In all caps! Exclamation point. I kicked him in the face and sent him crashing through a door of a room. Nico, Eli, comma, can you sense for Schwartz's creations? Question mark. Eli, on it. He concentrated. Eli, two of them. Another mugshot in another Felix Faust. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Wow. Lola, Adagio would love battling the another mugshot. Quinn, yep. Question mark. What's going on here? Exclamation point. Question mark. We saw Digitumamon. Now, an exclamation on who Digitumamon is. Digitumamon is a minor antagonist in the anime Digimon Adventures and Digimon Adventures 02, and Digimon Ghost Game. In Digimon Adventure, he is the indirect ally of Eostismon, and is a victim of the Digimon Emperor's Dark Spirals. He was voiced by Jin Horikawa, Digimon Adventure Continuity, and Ri Kugimaya, Digimon Ghost Game in Japanese, and Derek Stephen Prince in English. A Digimon was first seen running a diner with Vegemon as he was forced Joe and Gomamon work off their bills as they lacked the only currency he would accept, American dollars in the Japanese version and Digidollars in the English version, especially since Joe had the currency before it got stolen from him. Matt arrives to help Joe work his bill off and to ensure his safety when Digitumamon made a threat about accidents. After Demi Devilmon paid to keep Matt from leaving. Demi Devimon also makes Matt think Joe is deliberately causing accidents to drive a wedge between them, with Matt eventually losing this temper at Joe. When Tai, Agumon, TK, and Patamon found them, Matt decides to leave. Digitumamon, knowing Hello's money, grew large and attacked. Vegemon grabbed TK and held him by his ankle. Joe daringly jumps on Vegemon, which freed TK and proved his reliability. Matt was stunned at how Joe tried to protect TK even after he yelled at him. Matt sought a friendship to allow Garurumon to digivolve to Were-Garurumon and send Digitumamon flying. 3 years later, Digitumamon sets up a new restaurant near the lake where he ends up causing trouble for Yole when she and her friends visited his establishment, with Mimi and Palmon appearing and Michael and Betamon to defuse the situation by paying the gang's bell. TK then recognized Digitumamon due to the circumstances being similar to the events that forced Joe and Matt to work for him, but Digitumamon explains that he became changed person from the ordeal and waives the bill, with only Yole skeptical that he turned over a new leaf. When a Gorillamon, under the control of the Dark Spiral, attacked, Digitumamon threw himself in front of the Digidestined and he was sent flying. After Gorillamon was freed, Digitumamon rolled back, but this time he had an unseen Dark Spiral in his shell and it regressed him to his evil self. With Halzamon, Flamedramon, and Digimon's attacks couldn't get through his shell. Mimi tried to convince Digitumamon that he wasn't evil, but Digitumamon tackled her. They made Yule angry with her rant over trying to be sincere, activated the Digi-Egg of Sincerity. Halzamon de-digivolved to Hawkmon, became Shurimon. Shurimon used the Shuriken on his back to keep Digitumamon's shell open as Pegasusmon and Nefertimon trapped him. Shurimon used his double star attack and destroyed the Dark Spiral, freeing Digitumamon from his influence. I'm going to pick this up later. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Me, as referring to James Dean 5842. Actually, guys, there are other, in all caps, ways of going to hell. Nico, it's true. Period. And it's crazy. Me, referring to James Dean 5842, it's a long story. Guys, oh boy, Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Sorry we have to fight like this, Julia. Julia Faust. No worries. Can you hold this for me? Question mark. She handed me her book. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Sure. Brittany. She likes the Divine Comedy too? Question mark. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. She sure does. Julia turned back into another Felix Faust. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. You wouldn't believe the kind of things we saw in hell. Nico, it was really terrifying. We saw many of history's most famous and infamous figures there. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Cleopatra the 7th. Julius Caesar. Electra. Socrates. Aristotle. Plato. Genghis Khan. Attila the Hun. Mordred. Many people! Exclamation point. Eli. It was horrible. Another Felix Faust. Wow! Exclamation point. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. I know, and they were being tortured in the most horrible and most awful ways ever imagined. Nico. Yeah, no shit! Exclamation point. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Those guilty of lust were blown around by relentless winds. Gluttons were drenched in sludge, mud, rain, and filth. Those guilty of greed were melted in gold and buried in gold coins. Those found guilty of anger were put in the black sludge of the river Styx. Heretics were entombed in tombs of fire. The violent were boiled in blood they have shed, turned into trees for those that had killed themselves, and bombarded with fire from the skies. The fraudulent had horrible punishments, and those for treachery were all encapsulated in ice. Another Felix Faust. Oh man! Exclamation point. Quinn. Yeah, it was awful. Nico. It sure was. In parentheses, gets out Felix Faust's ride watch. Time for a magic show! Exclamation point. He activated it and fired waves of magic and blasted her all over. Nico. In parentheses, gets out Ozzy Ostrich's ride watch. Now for ostrich power! Exclamation point. He activated it and fired ostrich eggs, and they hit her and exploded! Exclamation point. Crab! Exclamation point. Nico. Whoa! In all caps! Exclamation point. Quinn. Ostrich egg bombs. Period. Awesome. Period. Me, as referring to James Dean 5842. Yeah. Period. May. In parentheses, gets out Evil Discord's ride watch. Chaos is a wonderful thing! Exclamation point. Evil Discord. Oh, you don't know the half of it, May. In parentheses, dances in a cheerleader outfit. Fluttershy laughs. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. In parentheses, in all caps, laughs. He cracks me up. May activated it and fired a wave of chaos energy, and it turned another Felix Faust outfit into a goofy ballerina outfit! Exclamation point. Me, referring to James Dean 5842, in parentheses, in all caps, holds in laughter. Nico, in parentheses, in all caps, holds in laughter. May, in parentheses, gets out Duo's ride watch. Now for this! Exclamation point. She activated it and fired waves of energy and smashed her down. Quinn. Yeah, in all caps! Exclamation point. Maria. Can you cut this off for me, JD? Question mark. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Sure thing. Spins Magisword bracelet. In all caps, in parentheses. Chainsaw Magisword. In all caps. Exclamation point. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Hope this won't hurt. I cut it off. Period. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. There. Maria. Thanks. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. You're welcome. Period. Maria, in parentheses, gets out Gekor's ride watch. This reminds me, we, in all caps, have to meet the spokesperson for Geico. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. That is funny, and we should. Maria activated it and fired waves of energy and smashed her down. Nico, in all caps, yeah! Exclamation point. Then Ben Ravencroft and his team consisting of Heart, Earth King, Plasmus, Shabulina, and Gamazar Magnetic came. Nico, nice team, Ben! Exclamation point. Ben Ravencroft. Thanks, Nico. Period. Quinn, cool. Shannon, so it's my turn next. Period. Awesome! Exclamation point. Ben Ravencroft. And Plasmus is separate from his human self. Period. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Really? Question mark. But how? Exclamation point, question mark. Not even Jeremy was able to figure out how to separate Autobahn Firth from him. Ben Ravencroft. I used my dark magic to help him out. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Wow! Exclamation point. That is amazing. Brittany. I'll have to figure out what that spell is. Period. The Netherward Dark Magic Library might know something. Nico. Yeah. Jinx. My turn! Exclamation point. She activated it and fired ostrich egg bombs and smashed her down. But then, ... in all caps, zoom! Exclamation point. Something flew in with incredible speed and slashed another Felix Faust down, and she was back to normal, and I caught the ride watch and purified it and I brought her over. Jinx, who did that? Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Someone that has amazing speed. Question mark. That was me. We saw a Gallade come out. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. A Gallade! Exclamation point. Wow! Exclamation point. Nico, that was awesome. She reverted back, and it was a girl with black hair and had a yellow Chinese outfit on. Nico, in parentheses, in all caps, gasp! Chun-Li Xing Guan! Wow! Exclamation point. Chun-Li Xing Guan. It just says Chinese accent. Let's just keep going. What the Okay. Chun-Li Zi-Wan. Me too, Nico. Me too. We went back to the floating fortress. Okay. After Nico's rescue, Lincoln and his harem, me and my harem, Sakura Knudsen, Stellar, Stardust, Ken Knudsen, Nico and his harem, Clyde in his harem, Naruto in his harem, and Kawar in his harem, Ets in his harem, Gage the Hedgehog, Sasuke, Itachi, and their family, Sakura and her family, Jen, Eli, Nicole Knudsen, Lori, Lenny, Luna, Luann, Lynn, Lainey, Lucy, Lana, Lola, Lisa, Lynn, Senior, Rita, Harriet Loud, Sherlock Hound, Noctis Lucius Callium, Glodius Amicatia, Ignis Scientia, Prompto Argentium, Stella Nox Fleuret, Ravis Nox Fleurot, TLPS Mr. Wolves, TLPS Mr. Piranha, TLPS Mr. Snake, TLPS Mr. Shark, TLPS Mr. Tarantula, the Dynasty Warriors, the Samurai Warriors, Yakko, Cherry Hunter, Cammy, the Lon Flair, Yoko, Wacko, Poison, Alexandria, Alice, Mimi Kitatami, Dot, Hanero Tobi Tatsu, Sir William the Good, Lady Mary the Good, the Z-Fighters, Max Goof, PJ, Bobby Zimmerowski, Tank, Roxanne, in parentheses, a Goofy movie, Baloo, Sora, Donald, Goofy, Roxas, Ziyun, Riku, Kairi, Leia, Elena, Crash Bandicoot, Coco Bandicoot, Aku Aku, the Quantum Masks, Alternate Tana, Spyro, Cinder, the Ghostface, Rayman, Juniper Lee, the Loud Scottish Ancestors, the Elementals, the Demon Slayer Corps, and the Bakugan Battle Brawlers, the Power Rangers, the Kamen Riders, Izuku and his friends, the Gods of Darkness, Norbert and Daggert, Heathcliff, Riffraff, Hector, Wordsworth, Mungo, Cleo, Leroy, Timmy Turner, Cosmo, Wanda, Poof, Trixie Tang, Sapphire, Emerald, Chester, AJ, Sanjay, Elmer, Chloe Carmichael, Tootie, Universe 666 Lincoln, his good sisters, parents, harem, and guardian angels, Universe 666 Me, which is referring to James Dean 5842, Universe 666 Very, TD Gwen, the Good Fairies, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie are heading to New York. And not only is Lincoln going to rescue 13 girls here, but we got word that Maureen Duncan's evil, heartless, greedy ex-parents and her evil, gold-digging ex-sister Sophia have escaped the boarding school in Siberia and federal prison, and they are causing havoc and want bloody revenge on Marin for throwing them in prison and boarding school. But we're taking those selfish, evil, heartless excuses for parents, and that heartless. One sec, need a drink of water. And that heartless, evil, selfish, gold-digging excuse for a little sister down, and we're so going to break their arms and legs and throw them in a dumpster that's heading for their new home, the Europa prison for gold-digging leeches. Okay, let's just. I'm just gonna see what's going on. Oh dear Jesus fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna. How many more of these are there? Holy fuck. Uh, uh. Okay. After taking down Marine Duncan's easily abusive, heartless, greedy ex-parents and heartless, evil, gold-digging sister down, we trained intensely in the gym, doing 900 billion reps of crunches, wing push-ups, and regular push-ups, pull-ups, lat pull-downs, bicep curls, leg curls, and chest presses, which 900 million lib barbells, squats, and going a few rounds with the punching bags, and we were really sweating like crazy, even doing yoga to clear our minds, and we were also doing 900 billion reps of tail bicep curls to get our 11 massive and long wolf tails even more stronger than they ever were. And when Emily Maddox saw Lincoln doing 900 billion reps of. 1 second. And regular push-ups, pull-ups, lat pull-downs, bicep curls, leg curls, and chest presses with 900 million lib barbells, squats, and even going a few rounds with the punching bags, even doing yoga to clear his mind, and doing 900 billion reps of tail bicep curls to get his 11 massive and long white wolf tails even more stronger than ever. She had an atomic red blush on her face, hearts in her eyes, and her nose was bleeding. Emily Maddox. My God, I was right. That Lincoln's really grown into a 17-year-old, 7'5" tall, really big, handsome, and really strong man. Just look at those abnormally massive and powerful upper and lower body muscles, and his 8-pack abs really hard at work, and really working out those 900 billion pound barbells, and he's not even getting tired. Incredible. He's also got one awesome tan, and he's doing 900 billion reps of tail bicep curls to get his 11 massive and long white tails even more stronger than ever, and he now looks more ripped than ever. He's definitely been bodybuilding and working out for many years. If anyone tried to mess with him now, they were in for a world of hurt and trouble, and he's always there to protect us from Chandler, his goons, Pablo Anderson, and Hank and Hawk at school or out in public, and he was quick to defend us from Lori, Lynn, Lola, Lisa, and Luann if they get out of search control again along with Killjoy Huggins. Okay, Okay, let's. I'm just gonna keep going down. What the fuck? Lincoln snapped his fingers, and the 17-year-old, white-haired, 7 foot 5 inch, handsome and extremely muscular man was dressed in his new large orange speedo with a thunderbird and a lightning bolt, surrounded by elemental forces and stars with rainbow flames coming off the speedo, orange sandals, his jewelry and accessories, and had his weapons holstered in case of trouble. Andy Berry shine, shoe shine, sunshower raindrops, carrot top, fiddlesticks, blossom forth. Vivian Wong, Shizu Ishtar, and Serenity Wheeler were dressed in two-piece colored bikinis. The, the Musakwigandhi sisters made for them colored sandals and had their weapons holstered in case of trouble. Plus, we found out that Berry Shine, Shoe Shine, Sun Shower, Raindrops, Carrot Top, Fiddlesticks, Blossom Forth, Vivian Wong, Ishizu Ishtar, and Serenity Wheeler had feelings for Lincoln, and he had the very same feelings for them. He also had saved them all from an ambush by a group of thugs Flip hired to kill them. Lincoln killed them all and sucked out their blood, which made Flip go insane with anger, until Lincoln fired energy blasts at him and more golden jewels and treasure came out that mutant. Okay, I'm just gonna... Wait, now he's in fucking heaven? Lincoln, parentheses, in heaven, it, was, so, awesome. Suddenly, nine elemental Thunderbird necklaces of eternal love appeared on the necks of Berry Shine, Shoe Shine, Sunshine Raindrops, Carrot Top, Fiddlesticks, Blossomford, Vivian Wong, and She's a Wishtar, and Serenity Wheeler, with colored gems of gold lightning bolts and colored crystals linked the merged crystal necklaces of the Buddha and elemental Thunderbird chokers of eternal love on their necks. Lily the Mermaid. Wow, now Berry Shine, Shoe Shine, Sunshower Raindrops, Carrot Top, Fiddlesticks, Blossomforth, Vivian Wong, She's a Wishtar, and Serenity Wheeler are now part of your harem too. Timmy Turner. At least, Joey trusts Lincoln with Serenity, that's more than I can say for Tristan. Tristan, hey, what did I do? Question mark, exclamation point. Timmy Turner, Joey told me what you did trying to put the moves on Serenity. He'd warn you about not getting any funny ideas, and you know how protective Joey is of his sister, and there's no way he'd let you date her. So he went with Lincoln because he's a trusting man who always keeps his promise, and if he finds you trying to steal Serenity from Lincoln, he'll put you in the hospital, and in a full body cast! Exclamation point. Nico, uh-oh, you heard him, Tristan. Eli and Merrick already trusted Lincoln with a Shih Tzu, so there's no problems there. But Timmy's right, Tristan, so back off! Exclamation point. Okay, I'm just gonna... Now we're talking about Robot Chicken sketch, Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. This is literally just the fucking... This is just a script to a Robot Chicken episode now. It's the fucking Barney and Fred one. Okay. So this entire bit was prefaced with, do you want to watch an educational video? Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Well, what do you think? Taro, all that over some cereal? Question mark. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Yeah, but we love Fruity Pebbles, and they are tasty. Nico, yep. Poromon, yeah. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. How is watching this educational? Question mark. Poromon, let us break this down for you, period. While hanging out at Fred's house, Barney gets creative in his attempt to steal his friend's Fruity Pebbles. Pollywag, sadly, the two friends end up physically fighting over the cereal. Manaphy, during their scrap, Fred accidentally receives a fatal blow from his best friend, period. Horsey, Barney, okay, they're just, Me, referring to James Dean 5842. Your point? Nico, yeah. Poromon, petty fights lead to disastrous consequences. Me, referring to James Dean 5842. No arguments there, period. I remember Lori and Lenny fighting over a blue dress. Lincoln, in parentheses, in all caps, shudders. I remember that. Taro. To Barney, in parentheses, I know it wasn't really you. Period. But, I hope the Fruity Pebbles were worth it. Okay, so now there's an actual Barney Rubble. Okay. Now they're just talking about Fruity Pebbles marshmallow bars. Now they're talking about Kanako. Now they're just doing some weird song. Dawn, Twilight, Purgatorio. Someone's throwing explosive eggs. Okay, I'm just... The 4-star bracelet on James Dean 5842's bracelet glowed, and James Dean 5842 fired numerous mini fireballs, and then they blasted the eggs all over in a massive fiery explosions! Exclamation point. Now it's literally just the fuck. Okay, now they're just literally making a god. Now it's Madagascar, and now they're on Madagascar. Okay, now they're just doing the fucking night beacons to shine, and then move along, and then the Hex Girls. What the And then We're the Kids in America from the Digimon movie soundtrack, and we are the... Oh god. Okay, this is just a bunch of songs now. Um... Um... Okay, wait, let me just, Anytime there's Lincoln Loud... Oh, Lincoln. In the end, her parents and Emma were found guilty of attempted first-degree murder and extortion, and they got their punishments as listed by me and the other guardian angels when the judge read out their sentences. Emily's parents were both sentenced to life in federal prison without the possibility of parole, and as for Emma, she was sent away to a boarding school in Siberia. Excuse me. 1 sec, I just gotta get another drink of water. Plus, to add on to their anger, and to finally put an end to the nightmare that plagued her for years, Emily severed all ties with those monsters and cut them out of her life forever, since they made her life hell. And she swore if they ever got out to get revenge, she's going to break their arms and legs and throw them in a dumpster, because that's the kind of people she had to deal with. Garbage. Let's see here, what else? What? Something about Magic the Gathering now? Raven? From what the fuck? Jamaica Blast Wave. Oh god. This is just a fuck. Oh, Japan. Okay, this is just some shit that was copied and pasted from Google. Part 9 done. Okay. We went back to the Flying Fortress, and we were off to Sri Lanka. To be continued. Part 9 done. Madagascar is an amazing country. The next matchup in the war against the extraterrestrial order of the planets of Holy Ghidorah is Arabella Yog-Sothoth, incarnation of Yog-Sothoth, and Lincoln versus Parasa. Oh god. I'm just so sad. Reading this makes me want to create something so long that it will literally be the longest piece of literature ever. I know it will take literal years because this is fucking 2,054 chapters. But holy fuck. Dude. I mean... I'm just so sad. I'm goodbye.